Hi everyone and very good evening to all of you. I hope you are all fine and the studies must be going okay. However, this session is particularly made for you just to put you back on for those especially who have maybe lost a bit, maybe they are in a doubt whether they're going in a right path or not, and more importantly for every one of those who are actually is preparing for the NEET PG 2022. And the studies must. So I think my audio and video is clear. Let's start the session. I will first tell you a few facts. Some of the things I will tell you today may not be liking, or you may not like some of the stuff that I say today. But please understand one thing: a teacher must tell you the real stuffs. I should not make up stuffs for you. I must tell you what exactly you need, and you must be ready for that. Okay, so it's not, I'll not sugarcoat anything. I'll just tell you the truth facts, the true facts, and also let you know how to come out of those feelings. The usual feeling going on nowadays is that, sir, I have lost it. I am messed up. I'm not able to revise stuffs. I'm having a lot of backlog. The program that you gave me, I have completely not been able to complete that altogether. Or maybe I'm lacking a bit. Sir, please tell me what to do now. Sir, I wasted a lot of time. I wasted 5 days, 7 days, 8 days, 10 days. Or I am not exactly able to revise, recap the stuffs that I have read. So let me know what to do. So if you're one of those who are actually thinking, yes, it has happened to me, I think you must all listen to this video very clearly. I appreciate all of you to take part in the live session. You may please message me. You may please chat with me altogether. And what we'll do is we'll try to make a common solution. We'll try to reach a common solution as to understand what must be done from here onwards to get the right path in achieving a rank of NEET PG 2022. Since I have a lot of messages from you all together, so I may not be able to take a lot of new questions. I'll just take upon those which were already messaged to me, and let's try to make a solution out of there also. Before I do that, let's have a very good evening to all of you who have joined it. So very good evening to you, Strajal, Aparna, Lakshmi, Priya, Rashad Mohammed, Shatabdi, Nopala, Meg, Dr. A, and Aparna. So, yes, a very good evening to all of you who have joined the session, and let's start it. Dekho, initially, when you started preparing, you all were in that aura that yes, I can crack it this time. What has happened is the NEET PG has often got postponed, not only because of the various reasons of COVID, but various because of the internship also getting postponed. So now it's very common to feel that, sir, I'm not able to maintain the same pace or the pace which I had at the beginning of the preparation. Please understand, it will happen to everyone. But important is how quickly you get from that low phase to again the normal phase. So are you able to do that? First of all, let's ask that ourselves. Or you have been following the low phase for quite a long number of time. So let's come back. Let me tell you the actual truth. The day that you are not reading, only you are not reading. Everyone else is. What is happening to you? Why are you feeling this low? And you are able to tell yourself it's okay to read, not read 1 or 2 days. Believe me, it's not okay right now. You may take a break of half a day, you may take a break of one single day, but taking a break of 2-3 days is just not acceptable. Whatever is going in your personal life has no relation to your NEET PG dream. Please remember, you have to work hard. Everyone else is. Please understand, students are increasing their GT scores right from 90 to 110 to 120, and now they're able to achieve to 140 plus. Why can't you? There's still 60 days. Can you at least focus that much? What has happened to you? Ask yourself. Are you distracted? Are you tired? What is happening? When I was preparing, one of my faculty would tell me, Praveen, how many hours are you reading nowadays? I would say, sir, I read for 8 hours a day, and then one day I feel completely low. Again, I read for 2-3 days for 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, and then again completely come low. And he would just tell me, the day you become a surgeon or any clinician, you have to work daily for 10 hours a day. There's no other way. If you don't have it right now, how can you even think of getting a rank? It really struck me. Please understand, if you can't read for 8 to 10 hours a day continuously, consistently, well, the entire thing is lost. So you have to work hard. The day that you wake up in the morning, you just ask yourself, looking at the mirror, you ask yourself, today is the last day of my preparation and tomorrow is my exam. Would I waste my day? Would I waste my day? Tell me one thing. Would you waste the day in the same way that you would do that? Tomorrow morning, you just get up and tell the 22nd of March is the day of exam. What would you do on the 21st of March? Would you waste the day? No. So every day from here onwards will count as a day that is the last day of your NEET PG preparation. Can you think of that? Are you so strong to make yourself believe that yes, my day is tomorrow, my exam is tomorrow? Or you are still thinking, nahi, abhi to exam 6 days par hai and I have enough amount of time? Well, you don't have. So please understand, I will not sugarcoat the things. I tell you very straightforward, dekho, you have to study. And why are you not able to study? Are you tired? Believe me, guys, you have to work even harder than this. Maybe not study wise, but professionally. You have to become more tough and you have to make tough decisions also. So, do you have it in you? If you have it in you, you will surely study. And I'm telling you, I will not sugarcoat that. I will not sugarcoat that. Well, let's talk about your preparation right now. Frankly, I want to tell you, I want to know, because I am seeing that around 150 students are now live. Tell me one thing. How many of you have been able to finish the first revision right now? Because my plan was, if you remember, my plan clearly said that you have to finish up to the March, the first revision, those who are following me from the month of January. For anyone who is following from the month of February onwards, for you, the first reading has to get over by the end of March. So tell me, how many of you are lagging behind and how many of you are able to do that? Well, let's start with those who are lagging behind. First, identify those subjects which are very weak for yourself. Suppose, I understand that supposedly pathology, pharma, anatomy is very weak for you. In this month of March, promise yourself one thing, that these will not be the weaker subjects anymore. You have to finish the first reading by the March end, so that in the month of April, you have one complete 30 days time for a full revision of the subjects. So if you have been able to finish it, well and good, very, very good. But if you are not, please identify your most weakest subjects of all the 19 and start finishing that off one by one. Okay, first thing, so that from the 1st of April to 30th of April, we'll try to put a revision of another time again to finish off those volatile topics and also any previous year questions topics that you may have missed, but you will not miss that any further. Let's try to promise each other that till the 31st of March, we'll try to finish one complete and full revision. Okay? Acha. Secondly, let's talk about those who have been able to finish the first reading on the first revision. You are very well placed. Don't stop. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone distract you. Don't let anyone put their own planning in your mind, because you are really going in a very good manner. Please maintain that. Do not stop. I can tell you, students are reading in library every day 10 hours plus. And how many of those? Minimum of 10,000 of them. Well, I could see in the Delhi Medical College, in MAMC, Safdarjung, AIMS and everyone, they are reading daily. They go back to their hostel at 1 a.m. I could see the same student again coming back at 7 a.m. What am I doing? So I have also prepared for my own recording stuff. So I also go to the library just to prepare the things. And I could see the same student waking up at 7 a.m. The same student going back from the library at 1 a.m. They all are preparing. And none of them are practically watching the complete videos. I could see them. They're not watching the videos. They are all dependent on the notes that they have prepared while preparing. So please understand, the notes you have prepared is golden. Do not only solve MCQs. It must be a combination of MCQs plus the notes. It must be a combination. Full notes is just as full MCQ is just as. It must be a combination of both of them. Now, I'll give you a good idea. See, in my strategy also in the previous video I told you a good way to just break the monotonous preparation is that in the evening time either take a short subject or put the MCQ wise. Okay, so supposedly if I'm completely getting bored of reading one subject, put a short subject in the evening time. It really helps you to get motivated. It helps you to understand that you're reading a two subjects a day, but more importantly we have to finish the first revision by the month of March 31st. None of us will have a huge lagging behind on 31st of March. Okay, that is one thing you must promise. Okay, let's now move to the questions that you have asked me, and let's try to. Okay, there's some audio problem. Again, I'm moving forward. Okay, so question to me asked here was, sir, I'm unable to do the subject revision. Okay, subject revision, and okay, अभी clear है? Okay, I was just talking about. Okay, so unable to do the subject revision, but I believe that unable to do the one thing you must focus on is this will happen. Okay, this will happen. Don't worry about it. You come down, you get up, see in the mirror, and again move forward. Asking yourself on this day, tomorrow is my exam. Am I prepared? So if you're prepared, not to worry. But if you're not prepared, please get yourself back into the track. And how to do that? अपने से पूछो तो एक बार. Tomorrow is my exam. Am I prepared? Am I prepared? Okay. Next question. Sir, doing a lot of first reading, seeing a backlog of first reading, can you guide ideally when should I stop the first reading? So my, cutoff of first reading is on the 31st of March. But please understand, if you're not able to do that, itna habadi man nahi karna. You have not and not to just move forward in a way that you will miss everything. You should not do that. So in the cutoff of reading should be 31st of March. If you can finish reading this time, the April month will put for the entire revision. And believe me, if you can revise once again in the month of April, you are into getting a rank. Okay? Okay, this is a long question. Sir, I finished my first reading. It took me good 4.5 months to 5 months. That's a very good way of reading stuff. It will definitely take 4.5 months to 5 months. And 2, 3 topics of medicine are left behind. That's okay. I'm reading, not sure how going to revise all of them once again before the INICT or before NEET 22. I'm giving grand test on Sunday. That's the best thing you're doing. Thumbs up to you. It takes entire day to review them. Now, this is a major problem, guys. This is a big problem. Okay? Do not do this. This is not right way. I would suggest you how to review a grand test. Take a piece of paper and any question that went wrong, just scribble that point in the paper, and don't write and don't review everything of the grand test. It will really consume a lot of time, and maybe because the grand test is just not an exact replication of the main exam. It talks about, or it tests your skills of analyzing a question, your time management, and maybe your recall error. So if you're making a question wrong, do not review everything written in the explanations. Just look at the wrong answer and scribble that wrong answer in a page of paper. When you go out for a cup of tea or coffee, take the paper with you. Just read those stuffs and put this again in the notes. Maybe later half in the month of maybe May, you can again take it out to look at the mistakes. But if not, that's completely fine. But at least the grand test review must not take around 6 hours max, not more than this, not more of this. Okay, sir, I'm able to study. I'm able to study alone at home. Nobody around me is studying. I get distracted very easily. I am there with you. आप बताओ, what is distracting you? Mobile phone है? Is it mobile phone? Is it any relationship? Is it just that encouragement that you need? What is the major problem? Let's try to sort it out. So if it's mobile phone, put in a flight mode. Put in flight mode. The more you get distracted out from the mobile phone, it will really help you to achieve your goal very quickly. So better first thing is no distraction. If mobile phone is the reason, usko डालो flight mode में and then start reading from the books or the notes that you have. If you're reading from the mobile phone, उस mobile phone में delete everything. Delete everything. In that mobile phone which you're reading, delete everything. There should not be any Facebook, any Twitter, any YouTube. कुछ नहीं होना है. You should only have that app from which you're reading and maybe a question bank that you're solving. That mobile phone should not have even a WhatsApp or any Telegram, nothing. कुछ नहीं रहना है. The focus should be of that level. And the day you achieve that level, you're really moving towards achieving a rank of NEET PG. इतना ज्यादा आपको डेडिकेशन चाहिए होगा. This dedication is really required for you. Good evening, sir. I am a regular batch student of Bangalore. Is putting that out. My doubt is there are approximately 60 hours of wide videos, sir. Is it necessary to watch all of them or not? What are the subjects it must be able to watch? Dekho, about the subjects, what are the image-based subject questions? Anatomy, right? Biochemistry is not image-based. Physiology is not image-based. But yes, physiology may graph are important. So it becomes important. Microbiology, complete image-based. Pathology, complete image-based. Pharma, only the graphs. So physio and pharma, only graph wala questions, nothing else. Okay. Ophtha, ENT and PSM. PSMA, not a lot of images. Just focus on the answers if you can get it. In the ophtha, yes, you have to watch the images. In the medicine, look at the ECG. All ECG, if you write in ECG, that's okay. In the surgery, look at all the instruments. That's very frequently asked. Instruments make Foley's catheter, the color, the size. That's an important question being asked nowadays. Pediatrics may not a lot of MCQs are asked image based, but in the anesthesia again, very important images are being asked. So definitely look at those images. Radiology, completely images. Ortho, complete images. So at least look at these images from the entire vibe and get done from it. Do not watch the entire live video of 60 hours. Just watch these. It will be hardly of 30 hours. Okay. And if you don't have time, watch in 2x speed because most of the stuff you already know it. Sir, I'm a fresher preparing for NEET 2022. I had completed around 10 subjects in my internship, but could not complete my syllabus in due course of time. I have a few questions. Let's start. Can it be done? So with a completion of 10 subjects, it's tough, but the next 60 days, if you completely put into your NEET PG, yes, it is possible. But for that, yes, it is possible, but 60 days must be completely and complete for studies, no other distractions, nothing else. If so, how it should go, I just told you. Remaining subjects are anatomy, FMT, PSM, ophtha, medicine, surgery, derma, radio, pharma, anesthesia. So देखो, I'm being fully transparent. I'm also being fully transparent here. Among them, I tell you, the most important is pharmacology. Why? Because I know pharma questions are solved only with pharmacology, nothing else. So pharma is very, very important here. Surgery, क्या पढ़ना है? GIT, trauma, and breast. Must and must to read. इसको छोड़ के जाओगे, you'll surely miss a lot of questions. In medicine, try to read retrograde reading. When you read maybe kidney chapter, go through reading the renal system, drugs, pharmacology, and also the pathological portion of the medicine. Because you are intern, you're quite fresh in most of the topics, will really help you to grasp it much better. Forensic may just don't take a lot of things, but yes, IPC and all are very, very important here. In anatomy, I'll say neuroanatomy is very, very important for you. उसको पढ़ना है, ठीक से पढ़ना. You have to really read that very carefully. Same with ophthalm, cataract, glaucoma, and the neuro-ophthalmology. These are three topics you must read. Okay. In dermatology, try to go through bullous disorders, papilloscomas disorders. Those are must and must to read. Okay. In radiology, try radiology with orthopedics. Those are very, very important. Those fractures, the signs, they become very, very important. So at least if you don't have time, इसमें you have to go to an hour video. It's just a 10-hour video. You can watch that, or you can also go through the vibe sessions that Dr. Rajat has taken. Next question. So I'm taking questions which have words or message to me. So I will not be able to take all the questions being asked to me in the live chat, because these questions were my primary questions, and I'm very sure most of them you are also finding very quite similar to yourself. Okay. So I'm just answering these questions. If you are one of those also finding the same problem, let's solve it together. Okay. Next question asked to me is, so I'm currently in the fourth revision and entire question bank again. Wow. My GT score is at 65%. Well, this doesn't match. This and this one doesn't match. Something is going wrong. What is going wrong is probably you're not working on the weak subjects. And more importantly, this is the main problem. But cheer up. You are in the fourth revision. Students have not been able to do the first reading, and you are in the fourth revision. You already should be cheered up enough. आपको थोड़ा सा break चाहिए. You have to replan things. You have to work on the weak subjects and again come back by now getting 70% plus score. Time management, if it's okay, then nothing can at all change your way to success. Sir, possible to provide a schedule for the 60 days? Yes, I'll do it in the coming days, surely. Not able to maintain consistency and complete the tests. How to manage everything and grant test question bank revision together. देखो एक बात समझो. Question bank subject wise. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. But if done, then just revise it. And the revision should be always subject oriented. Okay, it must be retrograde reading. Getting the point? But more importantly, go to this one. From this, you have to identify your weak subjects. You have to identify the time management skills, and you have to see whether you are doing a lot of recall errors. Recall errors are those errors which happens because of the previous year topics not being related at the right time. So if you're having a lot of recall error, work on those by again going back to the previous questions. And if you have done 4 years, go back to 6 years of AIMS questions. Will really help you a lot. Okay. In 2 months, can we still crack NEET? Everything is possible. But where to stand? Give a GT and tell me your score. I can guide you what to do now. Okay. My doubt is, how much difference will I see in GT and the main exam? Well, very good question. Please remember, what is GT? GT will test you your recall. GT looks for the time management. And GT tells you how much you can deal with stress. Well, the questions of GT and the main exams, do you think they're similar? If they're similar, then why to read notes? To GT padhao na? Just then always do a GT. If you think the GT questions will be similarly replicated in the main exam, then why to read the notes just for GT? So I'm telling you, question wise, these two will never be same. They cannot be same. So then why to solve GT? Because ultimately the questions are same only, because the topics are same. So you should give a GT just to see what topics are you missing, because same topics will always be coming in the main exam. So yes, questions will not be same, but topics will surely be same on the GT and the main exam. Surely, always that's true. Always that's true. Sir, I haven't been able to study properly after counseling has begun. Now I'm very distracted too. So if you have been attending a counseling, that means you already cracked it, right? and now you're again preparing it. Don't stop. Any student who has got rank in NEET PG 21, they have a golden chance of again cracking it in NEET 22. Don't stop. Do not get distracted. And what distracts you? Tell me one thing very frankly. What you may be doing is, I'm just telling you, what may happen is you suddenly are reading and some random thoughts come to your mind. आप पढ़ना stop कर रहे हो, you're again thinking of that thing, and the entire flow is broken. Is it happening to you? Is it happening to you? What you must do is, the moment a second thought comes to you, इस किताब को बंद करो. First thing, close the book. Don't open the book and keep on thinking about something else. You close the book, think about that thought completely till the thought does not come back to you. And again reopen the book and start again. Eventually, after 3-4 times, this entire process will help you to such a high extent that you will not be distracted by the second thought. So when any other thought comes, close the book. Do not open the book and think of something else. Supposedly, you had a family function 3 days back, you went there, which you should not have gone, and that thought is coming back to you and reading it. Band karo. Think about the family function thought completely. Bring yourself back with a promise to yourself, I will not think about that again. Open the book and start reading. This is the level of dedication that is required to crack a NEET PG. Never in your life ever will you read so much. Kabhi nahi. Never in your life ever will read so much. So when there is an opportunity, read to the extent that you're proud of yourself. You have to make yourself, your parents, and every faculty proud. Uske liye you have to read to so much. And that reading should be a sheer concentration on the book that you're reading. No distraction at all. Nothing. Believe me, only 15,000 of doctors can do that, and therefore they get a rank and a college of their choice, while others, they still prepare. It's a harsh truth. The more easier and the more earlier you understand this, the more better perhaps. Sir, I'm not able to concentrate for a long time and doing the same mistake again. So you can do a promoter technique. It's called as promoter technique. Here what you do is you have to read for around, I'll say, 30 minutes. Okay? Take a 5 minutes of break, again 30 minutes, and take a 5 minutes of break. Gradually, after 2 days, you have to increase this to 1 hour, and this to again 5 minutes, 1 hour, and again 5 minutes. Gradually, increase this to 2 hour, 5 minutes, 2 hour, and 5 minutes. So as you're increasing this one, this again there, which helps you think that my break is coming. Let's read for something else, something extra. Thoda aur padhte hain, thoda aur, and gradually you actually come out of that thought where you are stuck up by not able to concentrate. It's a good way. Try it, because I have also tried it myself. It was very helpful to me because I also got a lot of distractions. I came back, and that's what got a rank. Clueless how to go on with revision. Don't remember what I read. Koi baat nahi. Telling you, koi baat nahi. There are 90 subjects, and there will be a time when you're not able to read so much. Does it mean you will give up? No, not at all. There are 90 subjects, and you will come out a winner only if you keep on moving. The day you stop, your dream has just gone away. Don't stop. Take a break. Think what is going wrong. Distraction hai, or too much pressure, anxiety hai, kya issue hai? Take a break. Bring yourself back and start reading, because these things will happen. It's a very difficult phase of life. I'm telling you again, never in your life ever will you read again for so much long. Kabhi nahi karna padega aapko. And only those who are doing this will get a rank. And you will also say, yes sir, I am not able to believe my own rank. It has happened to so many, including me. None of us believed, yes, we can crack it, but ultimately we all did. And because we all did, look what has happened to us. Okay, so padhna hai. Okay, you have to study. So I have been preparing for the NEET PG for last 2 years. Now this 2 years, but it was not consistent. Okay, I'm a Bharatiya student. For most of the subjects, I'm using Bharatiya notes. That's okay. I've covered all subjects many times. From this January onwards, I have been consistent. I have been studying consistently, but I cannot see a lot of improvement in the daily test and GTs. My GT score is around 120 to 130, correct? I'm using a prep PG app for doing MCQs. What I can do for further improvement of my GT scores. So, beta, dekho, you have said that you have covered all subjects many times. This is your main strength. Okay, this is your main strength. I'll ask you, don't think a lot of your score. Don't worry about it. Just revise it. I'm telling you, a combination of notes plus a MCQ. This is a golden rule. It must not only be MCQ, it must only not be notes. A combination is very important. Your biggest strength is your reading a subject many times. Just revise it again. In the month of April, you have to, if you have read it many times, I think you can do 2 revisions. And with a good attempt of previous questions, MCQ, you'll surely crack it. Don't worry a lot about the GT scores are not improving, because it will just put yourself back. It just put yourself back. And maybe you'll think about those topics in which you have not covered, and those topics may not be important. So your main strength will go off. आपको ये देखना है. Your main strength is you have read a subject many times. Sir, I have completed the first reading and started my first revision, giving GTs in the month of my preparation. Very good. My score has been constant since then. I try to change the strategy, but I'm still at 75 out of 200 questions. This surely means this score means you are not improving on your weak subjects. But देखो, if you're getting this score, please understand, if you're getting this score, it means you're getting 125 wrong. So this 125 wrong will be majorly of major subjects. So try to work from the major subjects, which is actually going wrong. So you have to analyze your GTs. The analysis is very important. So what you should do is, if you're when analyzing the GT, you have to identify the weakest subjects and work on that. Because this score surely tells you that you're not working on the weak subjects. The more you don't look at this, the month of April, you will not be able to fully utilize it. And that is when the problem is majorly going to occur. Okay? My words may not be very sugar coated today, because ultimately I have to tell you the truth. The exam is really very near. Okay? Acha. So now, GT, the golden rule, GT should be done every Sunday. Okay? In the month of May, you may or may not give a GT. यहाँ पर you may or may not give a GT, but from today till the month of April last, you have to give a GT every Sunday. First one. ठीक है? You have to analyze GT in just 6 hours. In analysis, try to just scribble those points in the piece of paper, take it with you wherever you go off, and try to revise it on the next day or maybe the day next. The strategy should be a MCQ plus notes, not only MCQ or not only notes. Okay? That is what your strategy should be. And more importantly, don't ever feel low. We all are working together. We all are having the same issues. We are all having the same issues, and so we should have a common solution. The common solution is let's speak about it. Let's try to understand. It's a tough time, but we have to just keep on moving forward, because only 60 days are left. 60 days are left. Just tell your mind, these 60 days I have to put everything I have not been able to, because this will make a life. It is only about these days that will actually be with you throughout the life, in a way, because these days will decide upon which subject you choose in your counseling. So आपको पढ़ना है. You have to work hard. Distraction कैसे हटाना है? I just told you. How to review GT? I just told you. How to analyze weak subjects? I just told you. And if you have any other thoughts, let me know. I'll again solve it for you. ठीक है? So guys, this is all from my side. If you have any other thoughts, please let me know, because I will surely be coming back to you and solving your queries again. For those who are not able to take the queries today, is I'm very sorry for that. Next time when I come, I will surely take your queries. And as I have request for you, if you have not joined my Telegram group, you can join it today. And the link is in the description here below. I am doing a daily quiz of 10 questions, random question quiz of pathology. You can very well participate in that. And the previous questions PDF is already there in the group and the Telegram group. You can download it from there, take a printout, and start reading from those topics. If you have not able to cover a complete subject, that's okay. But more importantly, better सिर्फ पढ़ाई करो and just stay positive. सिर्फ positive रहो, okay? Think positive. Anyone who distracts you is not a friend right now. Anyone who tells you you cannot make it is not a friend now. Just stay away from them. आपको every day you should tell yourself, I can crack it. But for that, you have to work hard. And you have to work hard. There should be no one who can take it from you. It is only you who will take it from yourself. Only by thinking a negative thought. So please maintain a positive thought, a positive attitude, making sure that yes, I can do it. Believe me, the day you get a rank, people will ask you, how have you read? कैसे पढ़ा था? What were strategies? And that day will make yourself so much proud that these all hard works, every hard work that you're doing will completely go away. The only thing you'll remember through your life is that you really worked hard and achieved your dream. तो आपको अपना ड्रीम अचीव करने के लिए अभी आपको पढ़ना है. Just please don't stop. Keep on reading. I'm telling you. And these last 60 days will surely tell you and will make yourself very close to that rank that you are thinking of. So these days are very important. Do not waste it. Not a single day should go when you just sleep thinking, चलो ठीक है ना कल पढ़ लेंगे. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Every night you sleep, you have to plan the next day. If you're thinking of getting a sleep, you revise that things so much time in your head that ultimately your mind gets fatigued and you get ultimately sleep. But the every day you sleep today or every day night, you should plan the next day. So when you get in the morning, you are completely free and understand your mind has to know what to read the entire day. There should be no confusion at all when you wake up in the morning. Okay? Wishing you all the best. See you again. Let me know if you want anything and if any thoughts, let me know in my Telegram group, WhatsApp, Messenger, where you want to message me. Please let me know how else can I help you. Wishing you all the best. Do subscribe to my channel and I'll make a lot of videos like this and I'll also solve your queries the next time because I couldn't take a lot of questions today. I'll take the questions again next time. So wishing you all the best. Take care and very good night. Okay. Best wishes. See you again the next week or in the coming days. Let me know how can I solve your queries better. Okay. Bye bye. Take care and God bless you all. Bye bye.